What is up, NinBuzz? This is Mulvone19 bringing you another Pokemon narrative Wi-Fi battle, Black and White 2 OU. This is a match against NOJNP, also known as No, a pretty good friend of mine, and it's a really interesting match, really well played through for both parts. We did both have some questionable plays, but it was very close and right down to the wire. So, yeah, let's get right to it. We're both using OU teams, of course. He's using a Sand team. I just threw around a random team and thought it would work. It hasn't really worked that well except for this match. So yeah, so first off, I'm going to lead off with my Landorus, and thought my best move would probably be just to go for an Earthquake, but he predicts that and goes to his own Landorus, and that's like really unfortunate for me. And he also predicts a Stone Edge right now there, and that didn't really matter though, because I knew I could live a Stone Edge, and I'm actually going to end up using him as a Death Fodder later on. So I bring in Keldeo to scare him off, which is pretty nice, and I'm going to go for the sub, just get a free sub up on whatever he wants to bring in. It turns out to be Jirachi, and I'm like, well, I can't really do much to you, but let's see how much a Hydro Pump does anyways. Here's an interesting thing. Hydro Pump does over 1/3, and the more interesting part is that the Body Slam does not break my sub, and that was really helpful. Like, honestly, out of all the times I battled, this is like the best Keldeo has been. Like, Keldeo has been so bad for me, but looks a weird double switch here and goes right into Breland for some reason. I guess he just wanted to get his Toxic Orb up since he knew I couldn't really do much to him without subbing up. And I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump when he brings in his Latias. I really can't do much on him either, but damage is damage, and it's not really like he can set up on me, and I can still break his subs with Sacred Sword or Hydro Pump, so it's still 1-1 for me. Go into my Landorus now and go for the, I'm going to take the Dragon Pulse fairly well. And I was pretty sure that that other Stone Edge, I was talking about before, I could have lived that, and I would have been able to go for a U-turn there, but it turns out that he actually didn't decide to stay in. So I'm going to go for the U-turn now, and it's not going to really do that much against his Landorus, of course, because of Intimidate and Flying. So going to go back into Keldeo, and we're basically at where we started, like, 10 turns ago. So go for the Hydro Pump. He makes a weird play there, and he actually predicts me to stay in or something. I don't know what happened there, but that was a kind of a weird play. I mean, he just basically got rid of a big Scarf threat to my team, and yeah, didn't really make much sense, but I don't know. So go into Celebi, and he's actually just gonna go for the Sacred Sword. It turns out I think this is a Life Warp set, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe Expert Belt. Wasn't really paying attention, but I'm gonna go for the Superpower on his Breloom. I predicted him to go into it, but I didn't really know what else I wanted to bring in at that point. Didn't want to bring in Hydrogen too early because he is a revenge killer. So I was like, okay, well, let's just see if a Superpower will kill. It didn't, so that's really unfortunate. Although I do go to sleep. As I said later on, that Stone Edge didn't matter because I'm going to use him as a Death Fodder later on. So I'm going to go for the Iron Head and break his sub, which is nice. And it is pretty nice that he really can't put anything else to sleep while my Landorus is still asleep, so it's pretty good for me. I'm going to go for another Iron Head. Maybe he was staying or something, really don't know. I could have also set up rocks here, so it would have been more of an advantage for me. But instead, I'm going to go into my Keldeo, and I was thinking that probably after seeing how much that last Hydro Pump did, I probably could kill him, but I missed, and it sucks. So he's going to predict me to go for another Hydro Pump, so he's going to U-turn out, and that's going to be unfortunate for me because I really wanted that Jirachi dead. Still a big threat to my team, even though it was at quite low HP, but the Wish Protect stuff and all that could happen, and I would not want to face that. So I go for the Hydro Pump. Of course I get paralyzed, doesn't really even matter. Couldn't do much against Latias anyways, and he ends up going for Wish. I'm a little bit afraid. I'm hoping he doesn't go into his Jirachi to Wish back up, because I would be quite afraid of the big HP boost, but indeed he does. So I just thought, like, okay, well, probably my best move here is just a Thunder Wave, and then maybe I could Wish and go for something else, and that's exactly what I want to do. So I go for the Wish. He goes for U-turn, gets a crit, doesn't really matter, and it goes into Tyranitar. Now Tyranitar is this was also a little bit strange of why I asked him. I never actually asked him why he stated, or I think I did, but he didn't want to reply. But I was just like, okay, why did you go into Tyranitar? You know I have a Wish coming, and that Iron Head could probably flinch you and kill you in 3 shots, so it's a little bit questionable. I go into my best buddy Hydreigon now and go for the Earth Power. Seeing as much Hydro Pump did, I think thought Earthquake or Earth Power, you know, could do quite a bit of damage, so that would be very effective for me. But I do get a crit, which was very helpful for me. So that proves that it did matter, and since it was going to be a 2-hit KO probably, and he probably could have, well, then again he was paralyzed, so I don't know really what happened, but it did matter, so it kind of makes up for the Hydro Pump miss. So I'm going to go for the Earth Power now. I knew I could keep on breaking the sub, and I thought my Hydreigon was pretty useless since I was running Scarf, and that he still had a Breloom and Latias and all this stuff that threatened my Hydreigon, so I was thinking, you know, might as well be a Death Fire right now. Don't really know what else I would want to do with him. So I just decided to play it safe here, go for the Ice Punch with the Lucario, and that's going to be proven very effective for that Breloom, which is going to be good for me. Now here, I do make some bad plays. I am up like 5-3, I think, and what I end up doing is, well, so what I wanted to do here was I wanted to maybe Toxic Style him or Giga Drain or something. Didn't really know how much Giga Drain would do, but that's what I should have done in the first place because I would have been able to live in with a Hydro Pump. So I'm thinking, well, that's not a good place for me to be in. I am going to have to fodder some stuff, you know, keep on going for some more Hydro Pumps here and there. Maybe let him, maybe like PP stall if I can, but just let his poison get all the way down. So I'm basically foddering my what did I just fodder? I don't know, I just foddered something, and then I wanted to bring in Rachi. Pretty sure I could take a Hydro Pump since I am specially defensive, and then go into my Landorus. You know, again, he was a Death Fodder, and you know, just finish him off. So that is actually going to be pretty good for me still, because I can bring in my Lucario and go for the Bullet Punch after he goes for Aqua Jet, which is kind of weird, but whatever. So just go for the Bullet Punch anyways. If I knew he was going to go for Aqua Jet, I would have loved to set up, because that would have been a straight 3-0, but it doesn't really matter anyways, because I can still go for the Ice Punch with Latios, and I'm pretty sure I could take one more Dragon Pulse. You know, I should have probably gone on to Rachi or something first, just, you know, to wish back up and stuff, and then bring in the Lucario later. But what are you going to do about it? So, I do live with 7 HP, and I am able to take out his Latios, which is great. And his last poke is Tyranitar, and I still have Celebi. I do get a crit with the Iron Head, but I was fairly certain that a Giga Train would take out Tyranitar, so, yeah. That's basically about it. It was a fun match too. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I do put a lot of work into these graphical things. It takes about like a good 2 or 3 hours of video. So I would appreciate if you guys liked the video, and if you guys also checked out my channel and subscribed. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Peace out.